Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king. Take that to the bank. B is for Bobby. Cox never cowered. He'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper. Don't call him Larry. He would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David. Justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews. 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred. McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavine. Southpaw winds and kicks, changing speeds east and west, a gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright, the father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play, Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones, Andrew let her fly, and his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts, a plenty from Strider, the quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez, Javi to B-Mac, Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog, he won 355, could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking, the top pitchers lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy, the big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler, Matzik and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frame's the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren, Skip Carey 2, Don Ernie Joe, the Tales from the Booth. W is Warren, Spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni. Yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby, and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young, the game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Ramalama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to Eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short, and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25, 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the Great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves country's the best. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
armchair.
With liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me. You can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They'll come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past.
Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baseline. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. Been erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, This game is a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. And it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. Oliver Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light pure. I love them. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so glad.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball!
Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag. He missed the tag. He missed the tag.
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, so it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts, tobacco juice, and a hearty feeling among the fans joshing each other. Always this raucous, good spirit. Everybody came to have a good time. The whole stands full of people all roaring. In baseball, never known this is where so instantly a whole crowd could be brought to its feet, roaring with delight over just a clean crack of a bat against the ball.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets.
Line drive and a base hit. Just as the score of the tying run. Bream to the plate. And he is saved.
We're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series. And the place is going bananas.
Although edited, tonight's thriller contains suspense and violence which may be unsuitable. Parental discretion is advised.
You're in Braves country.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the Atlanta Braves are back at it. We're right here with you. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call of radio baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun, and chop along. It's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in. Good evening, Braves country. We'll have our salutations here in the middle of the first inning, doubleheader, so always tight on time. Washington Nationals wearing their home whites. Nationals across the chest in blue, outlined in red. Jake Irvin comes set, and yes, sir! It is baseball time in Braves country. As soon as the 3D kicks in, we'll kick it in for you. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1 check swing foul. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Kicks and fires. High and out of the zone, 1-2. The 1-2. Brings it. Down and away, and it is 2-2. A 2-2 count. Jake Irvin comes set, kicks and fires, swing and a miss, strike 3-4 seam fastball, and there's one away. They are slow to setting it up. I don't know if Washington has spit the bid, if they've done something wrong, but we'll get something up here for you in a second. Drake Baldwin, the batter. Righty-lefty, first pitch swinging, fouls it back. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Braves nothing, Washington nothing, just getting going here. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Drake calling for his timeout. Comes set, turns and fires, swing, lifts it. High into center field, not very deep, very playable. And F8 in your scorecard, and there's 2 down. Two down. We're going to put another scoreboard on here in a second here for you until they can get the other one working. It's not anything on our end. It's MLB's end. First pitch on the way to Matt Olson. Drifts inside for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks, swing and a miss, 0-2. Oh-2 count. Nothing your score, just getting started here. Pitch on the way, high and out of the zone. We'll do it again. Mentioned on Braves Country today that Irvin has pitched some good games against the Braves. I do think we'll get to him the second, third time through, but the first time he's usually pretty good. The 1-2 down below the knees, 2-2. Irvin was walking off the mound. That pitch did miss the zone. The 2-2 pitch, swing, come back to the mound, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. We'll take a look here at the scoreboard during the break. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR Radio Network. All right, back to the action. Bryce Elder going to the bump. And Bryce Elder fires the first pitch high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. Leading off is James Wood Garcia. Then House, C.J. Abrams, and Lyle. The 1-0 swing and a miss. 1-1. Young is batting sixth and in center. Tanya is the designated hitter, batting seventh. Millis behind the plate and batting eighth, and Nunez is batting ninth and batting second. 1-1 in the count, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. We've got eyes on the 3D. As soon as it pops up, we'll let you know. But there's nothing we can do on our end. The 2-1 pitch, swing, chops it up the middle, and good defensive play over there by Jorge Mateo. He fires it to first, sitting on his can. One away. Left to right in the outfield, it's Yaz, Harris, and Acuna. Around the horn, third to first, it's Riley, Mateo, Dubon getting the night off, Ozzie playing second, and Olson at first. Drake is behind the plate, and, of course, Elder's on the bump. First pitch on the way is outside wide sinker, misses. It's 1-0. 1-0. We do have the new emoji for the Braves celebration they've been using. 2-0 count. Swing, slices it foul. 2-1. And if y'all are not familiar with that, they call it handling their business, as they act like they're straightening a tie when they get on base after a base hit. The 2-1 pitch. In the dirt, 3-1. So we've created what that is it's a guy with baseball gloves on straightening a Braves tie in a suit. 3-1 count. Nothing your score. The pitch on the way. Swing, pops it up. High over by the third base side, foul territory. Austin Riley will make the catch. F5 on your scorecard, and there's 2 down. Left to right in the outfield. I think I went over this, but we'll do it a little smoother this time. Yaz, Harris, and Acuna around the horn, left to right. Riley, Mateo, Ozzie, and Olson. Drake is behind the plate, and Elder on the bump. First pitch is a sinker. Upstairs to House. It's 1-0. 1-0. Turns and fires. Outside wide. 2-0. So a 2-0 count. So yeah, it's something that Washington is screwing up. As the 2-0 pitch, swing, chops it down the third base line, foul, 2-1. Because I just went into a couple of other games to double check, and they've got the 3D on there. And we had it working today during the first part of our doubleheader. This is something that Washington is. Well, it's the Nationals, so you know how they are. They haven't done anything right since 2019. The 2-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Once it kicks in, we'll put it on. I wonder if it's got anything to do with their background. Their background looks different compared to the other scoreboards we've gone to. The 2-2 pitch, swing. Hits it up the middle, and that'll be a worm burner, a base hit. And it's a 2-out single for House and the Nationals. That'll bring C.J. Abrams to the plate. I think this happened last year, about midway through not even quite midway through the game. Wherever we were at, they figured it out. First pitch is upstairs. Cutter misses high for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0, C.J. Abrams batting .320 on the year, 6 home runs, 19 RBI. Probably my favorite national to watch is C.J. Abrams. He's not great with the glove, but the kid can swing a stick. 1-0 down and away, 2-0. When the Braves were struggling to find a shortstop the last few years, this is one of the names that kept popping up that I was like, man, I would actually deal with his lack of defense just because he's such a good batter. 2-0 count. On deck is Lyle, ball 3, 3-0. And Elder keeps blowing into his hand, so I don't know if he is having issues holding the ball. We saw that earlier today with Flaherty and the Tigers, the 3-0. Nowhere near the zone, ball 4, so he'll walk Abrams, and that'll bring Lyle to the plate. Young moves to the on-deck circle. Two on, 2 out. First pitch is a slider down and away. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Top of the zone for a strike, 1-1. That pitch actually missed the zone, but it doesn't look like he's going to get challenged by the rookie, Lyle. The 1-1. Lyle came up late last year. The 1-1 misses high and out of the zone, 2-1. Really impressed. Was not a big-time prospect in the Washington organization, but had a knack for getting the base hit. This year he's batting .283. The 2-1 swing and a miss. 2-2. It's one of those kids that comes up in the prospect reports and nothing jumps off the page as far as exit velocity and all the things that scouts are in love with nowadays, but he just kept getting on base, kept getting base hits, and the next thing you know, he found himself to the bigs, and he's done pretty well. The 2-2 pitch, down and in, 3-2. So a full count. Elder struggling here after getting the first 2 outs. He's given up a base hit, a 4-pitch walk, and now a full count. This will be pitch number 24. The payoff, runners go, swing, hammers it down the first base line, but foul. We'll do it again. Full count, payoff pitch, in the dirt, ball 4. That's going to load the bases. So ducks all over the pond. And that'll get a visit from Jeremy Hefner, the pitching coach for the Braves. Hefner goes back after talking to Bryce Elder. Elder is at 25 pitches. If nothing else, they were doing that to give him a breather. First pitch, down and away to Young. Young batting .254 on the year. It's 1-0. Young center fielder Young. Jacob Young, he's really known for his glove, but they do have him batting 6th tonight. The 1-0 upstairs for a strike. It's 1-1. So 1-1 count. Kicks and fires, swing, slices it towards right. That's down for a base hit, and that'll score 2 runs. Washington leads it 2-0. Runners on the corners and 2 outs, and Elders still not be able to get anybody out. Went through the first 2 outs very quickly, and now it's 2-0. Maybe he can't pitch with 3D, without 3D. Hey, that's what it is. It's all Washington's fault. Cunha did a good job of cutting that ball off, or there would have been a 3rd run heading to the plate. Tanya now the batter, the designated hitter. And Weiss is at the top of the steps. I don't think he'd be pulling him right now, but he might just be wanting to see if there's something wrong with him. First pitch on the way is a sinker. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Flips it over to first real quick to keep the runner close by. Oh, 1 count. Turns and flips it again. That was a really close play. He almost got Young leaning. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 4-seam fastball, 0-2. But now 1 strike away from getting out of here. The 0-2 outside wide, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, slider off the edge, and that'll end the inning. So a tough inning, but it could have been worse, could have been better. We'll be back in a flash. Braves trail 2-0. We go to the top of the 2nd.
I don't know how many years on this earth I got left. I'm gonna get real weird with it.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by The Best Things in Life, which are still free with minimum purchase at participating dealers.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
Let me tell you something. If the U.S. government decides to stick a tracking device up your ass, you say thank you and God bless America.
Bruh, my ex was like, "Are you already talking to someone else?" I was like, duh, there's a wait list.
February 1901. If we had waited for the National League to do something for us, we would have remained a minor league forever. The American League will be the principal organization of the country within a very short time. Mark my prediction. Ban Johnson.
Join us for Braves Country Baseball, first pitch to last pitch, right here.
To everyone who watches my life and gossips about it, don't give up. Season 2 is about to come out.
Welcome back. Austin Riley, the batter, righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. He's swinging. That ball's going to be banged over towards third. It's going to be a 2-hopper into the glove of Garcia, but he'll get Riley by about a step, and there's 1 down. 1 up, 1 down. does always seem when you come off of the Sunday night game and the next game that you play, if you play the very next day, it always seems like the team traveling, the offense takes a while for it to warm up. First pitch swinging by Ozzie, hammers it towards right field, but that'll be an easy out, fly ball, and 2 pitches, 2 outs, and they are letting Irvin cruise. 19 pitches, 2 down here in the second. Michael Harris standing at the plate. Pink shoes, pink everything. First pitch on the way is inside. For a ball, it's 1-0. Thankfully, he took at least 1 pitch. The 1-0. Down below the knees. Ball 2-0. 2-0 count. Kicks and fires. And ground ball hit over to second base. And that's going to be a 5-pitch inning. Braves go down. 1, 2, 3. We'll be back in a flash on a Monday night hangover here in Washington.
I just want to let you know that if I'm on your For You page, you probably smoke too much weed and you're a little bit mentally unstable.
10 things you may not know about Honus Wagner. Number 1. As a child, Johannes Peter was called Hans by his mother, which later evolved into Honus. Number 2. 3 of his brothers went on to become professional baseball players as well. His older brother, Albert Butts Wagner, is credited with getting him his first tryout. Number 3. In 1898, he won a distance contest in Louisville by throwing a baseball more than 403 feet. Number 4. When the American League began in 1901, the Chicago White Sox offered Wagner a $20,000 contract, but he turned it down, choosing instead to stay with the Pirates. Number 5. When he fielded grounders, his huge hands collected large scoops of infield dirt, which accompanied his throws to first like a tail of a comet. Number 6. In 1905, he signed a contract to produce the first bat with a player's signature, the Louisville Slugger, becoming the first sports person to endorse a commercial product. Number 7. In 1916, at the age of 42, he became the oldest player to hit an inside-the-park home run. Number 8. He starred as a sports hero in 1919 Spring Fever with Mo Howard and Shim Howard of the Three Stooges. Number 9. He was appointed as a deputy of the Allegheny County Sheriff's Office in 1942 after he ran for office of sheriff and lost. And last but not least, number 10. A sporting goods store in downtown Pittsburgh was named after him and operated for 93 years before closing permanently in 2011.
Sometimes the grass looks greener because it's fake.
That's how you light a fire under their butts. You get them going with some inspiration.
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
Hey, Torch. Hey, Lisa. You miss me? Not much.
It is played everywhere, in parks and playgrounds and prison yards, in back alleys and farmers' fields, by small boys and old men, raw amateurs and millionaire professionals. It is a leisurely game that demands blinding speed.
Welcome back. Bryce Elder goes back to work. First pitch swinging, pops it up over third base side. Foul territory. Riley overruns it. It'll bounce on the ground. 0-1. He had a kind of a long run. He was having to look over his shoulder and overran it. The 3 National fans in the stands are giving him the business. Montreal Expos account tweeted out over the week. I thought this was pretty funny during this 11-game losing streak of the Mets. The 0-1 pitch misses. Nope, called for a strike. It's 0-1. We'll take it. Righty-lefty matchup. Drew Millis batting 182 on the year. He, the Montreal Expos X account tweeted out during this 11-game losing streak, and all it said was, "Good news, Expo fans. We're not the Mets." 1-2 count. Caught looking, strike 3, punched him out on the inner track, and there is one away. You got to love that. You might have to wait a little bit there, Sensei, for the 5 runs. Braves are swinging at the first pitch early and often here in this game. But Irvin, as the first pitch is four-seam fastball high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Irvin, it's weird how he pitches well against the Braves typically. It's 55 degrees here at the stadium at first pitch. The wind's blowing in at 13 miles an hour. So that's a little bit of the factor of why the numbers are lower. The 1-0. Inside 2-0. Two-0 count. Kicks and fires. Fouls it away. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing! Fouls it away. We'll do it one more time. Pitch to Nunez on the 2-2 is lifted into center field, and it's going to be an F8 on your scorecard. 2 away. Bryce Elder, his 42nd pitch of the night to Wood, is a slider at the knees. It's 0-1. What you'll get from Bryce Elder is the 0-1 swing. Taps the changeup off the plate. 0-2. He's got a 5-pitch mix these days. Hangs on that slider 38% of the time. The sinker, which is basically a two-seamer, at 21% of the time. Four-seamer at 18, change 12, and cutter 11. The 0-2 pitch. Down and in, 1-2. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way. Bang, right there at the knees. Strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So, Braves trail 2-0. We go to the third here in Washington. Here in game 1 of a 4-game set.
You call it nagging. I call it listen to what I've said the first time.
5-2 Dodgers in the 9th. Got him. They've done it. Like the 1969 Mets. It's the impossible dream revisited.
And Myers bringing it. And the pitch is hit in the air. Foul off first. Benzinger backing and calling. And the 1990 World Championship belongs to the Cincinnati Reds.
Bell, left field, way back. Blue Jays win it. The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions.
I be like, why are these people staring at me? I be forgetting I'm fine.
When the National League dropped 4 of its less profitable teams, Johnson saw his chance. He established new clubs in Boston, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington. Snapped up newly unemployed players, then began raiding active National League rosters. Lured by an average of $500 more per season, 111 National League players jumped to Ban Johnson's brand new American League, including the great pitchers Cy Young and Rube Waddell and the notorious John McGraw. The National League owners complained, threatened, mounted lawsuits, quarreled among themselves, but they could do nothing. Ban Johnson was not going to go away.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Braves trail 2-0. We go to the top of the third inning. The first pitch to Dominic Smith is inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Dominic Smith batting 7th. It'll be Mateo 8th and Diaz 9th. They finally dropped Diaz in the order, but they don't put Dominic Smith up. I mean, I don't know what this guy has to do to get higher in the order. He's only batting .353. The 0-1. Down and in, 1-1. 1-1 count. Irvin comes set, kicks and fires. Swing, lifts it. High into center field, going back at the track. And the wind's going to knock that one down. A loud out number 1. F8 in your scorecard. 1 down here in the third, and the Braves trail 3-0. Or 2-0, excuse me. Irvin back to work, his 26th pitch of the day. Touches the top of the zone for a strike sinker. It's 0-1. Might have been a tad high, but a little too close for Mateo to challenge. The 0-1. Cutter. Top shelf outside, 0-2. 0-2 count. Swing. Slices it down the first base side into the right field corner. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Irvin turns and fires. Outside wide, 1-2. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way, swing. Pops it up back behind the plate, and that'll drift into the crowd. We'll do it one more time. Game 1 of a 4-game series. 6:45 tonight, tomorrow night, and Wednesday night, and then Thursday's a getaway day at 1:15. 4-seam fastball, misses high. 2-2. The 2-2. Caught looking strike 3, punched him out on the corner, and 2 down. Mateo's lingering. Please do not challenge that. That ball was all kinds of in the strike zone. He was thinking about it, baby. He was lingering there. He was thinking about it. I was like, no, man, he's missed some calls. He's missed some calls in this at bat, but that's not one of them. If you're going to challenge one, that's the last one. He actually went to grab his helmet and then stopped. He got very close and said, I better not. First pitch to the Yaz is swung on and fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. Thank goodness he didn't challenge that. He had egg all over his face, the 0-1. Kicks and fires. 1-1. Yaz batting .215 on the year and a .603 OPS. They're just trying to get him going by hitting in front of Ronald Acuna Jr. Maybe see more fastballs. The 1-1 pitch. Right there. Sinker. 1-2. One-two count. Irvin, 36th pitch of the night. Chopped foul down the first base side towards the dugout. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Brings it, swing and a miss, chased a 4-seamer up and out of the zone, nowhere near the zone. Strike 3. Yaz continues to struggle. We'll be back in a flash. Washington continues to struggle with technology. 2-0 your score.
I don't feel like you've done enough today to even get a participation trophy.
Riggins. He's going to go all the way unless Blackwood can catch him, and he can't. see a pickup sometime on the right side, possibly.
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. Caught it! Dwight Clark!
Only 12 seconds left to play third quarter. Here's Marcus Allen cutting back upfield, and Marcus Allen could be gone. 74 yards for Marcus Allen.
The quiet man of this football team, Scott Norwood. He can fire the shot heard round the world now. Here we go with 8 seconds to play. High drama here in the Super Bowl. But in the air, it's got the distance. It is.
You know how I feel. I will be proud to lead you wonderful guys into battle anytime, anywhere.
Being alone isn't that bad. It's a great opportunity to get to know yourself and be comfortable with who you are.
I already love myself. I just want to French someone.
In 1903, weakened by their own squabbling, the National League owners sued for peace. Van Johnson had won. A new national agreement was negotiated. Now there would be 2 major leagues, separate but equal, honoring one another's contracts, both retaining the reserve clause that kept players bound to their owners for life. A 3-man national commission was appointed to settle disputes and see that the regulations were enforced. Power was supposed to be shared equally, but Van Johnson saw to it that he was really in charge. The players were not represented.
Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way to start the inning from Elders, right there for a strike on the inside cut to Garcia, the number 2 hitter. Luis Garcia from the left side of the plate takes the 0-1 down and away, 1-1. I'm going to take a wild guess and say Congress has something to do with why the 3D's not working today. Probably just took one of those days where they just mail in their vote. The pitch is swung on and swatted back foul. 1-2. 1-2 count. Swing. Knocks it towards the first base side, but at plenty foul. Smacks up against the tarps. We'll do it again. See what we got in the chat tonight here. Iron Lung. Hashman. Ashleah. The 1-2 pitch, swing, chops it over towards short. Mateo's got it, fires it to first, and it's a 6-3, 1 down. If y'all are just joining us, the 3D is down. We're just waiting for it to kick in. We are checking it left and right. It's working on other games. It's just not working in Washington. Kind of a theme for many years in Washington, D.C. House the batter. Good to see you, Goat. First pitch on the way is a ball sinker. Bounces off the glove of the Drake. It's 1-0. House got a base hit his first time up and came around to score. He's batting .244, the 1-0. Bangs it down the line, 1-1. Willis, Salty Ron, Peta, Mark. 21, 021. I think we already got Hashman. Good to see a Hashman. The 1-1 pitch, swing, chops it foul. Uncle Charlie, 1-2. 1-2 count. John Johnson. You already have a John. I guess that's going to be John 96. The 1-2 caught looking, strike 3. Sinker got him, 2 down. James Ray. Senfan. We do need some runs, Iron Long. We missed anybody, just jump into the chat. JC, good to see you. Pitch on the way as a slider bangs it foul. It's 0-1. As was Trip and Till. The 0-1 count. Swing. Pops it up. And this looks like it'll be a fairly quick inning. C.J. Abrams will fly out to left. And the Braves Trailed by 2. We go to the 4th in a quick-moving ball game. We'll be back in a flash. Braves grab the sticks when we return.
Who is Duffy?
Duffy is my muse, and he also runs the cult that I'm in.
Dad, how'd I do in my baseball game? You did okay. Just okay? Well, you seem a little scared of the ball. Yes, I am, huh? I'm very scared of the ball. Yeah, I see that. At one point, I actually tried to hide the ball. Yeah, but they caught you. Yeah, they were like, you gotta throw that back to us. So I had to give it to them. Yeah, I saw that. I'm just so scared it's gonna hit me. You can't be scared of the ball. Is that why you don't swing the bat? Wait, what? Is that why you don't swing the bat? I'm supposed to swing the bat? Yeah, why do you think they're throwing the ball? I didn't know why. What do you mean? I thought he just didn't like me. No, you're supposed to swing at the ball. Okay, well, next time I'll swing. I got on base, though. Yeah, by a walk, I guess. No, I ran as fast as I could. No, I'm saying you were walked by. No, Eddie's mom has it on video. I ran to the base. You can even. You got 4 balls. Right, that's when I got walked. I remember about that. And later you had a chance to steal second. Why didn't you? Steal second base? Yeah, why didn't you steal second? Like just take it so they can't stand on it? No, I'm saying steal second base. Like you can't just take the base because then they'll have to say the game's over. Never mind. You had a great game. Really? Because everyone's saying I'm the reason we lost. Oh, because when the guy hit the ball and I grabbed the ball and I put it in my pants. Yeah, why did you do that? 3 guys scored. I was trying to do a trick I saw on America's Got Talent. I was going to make the ball. You know, maybe you shouldn't play baseball. Yeah, I might quit. Really? Do you think your coach would get mad? No, not at all. No, you don't think? No, he actually suggested it.
You play to win the game.
The idea of going to the ballpark, say in 1900, was that the urban masses would get a taste of country pastoral air, that they would breathe in, that their lungs would expand by cheering. Baseball grew in the cities. It is an outgrowth of gambling, it's an outgrowth of crookedness, it's an outgrowth of drinking, it's a roistering, boisterous event. It is as wild as the Wild West.
Ronald Acuna Jr. leads us off, righty-righty. First pitch, curveball in the dirt. It's 1-0. Irvin at just 35 pitches as we begin the 4th inning, the 1-0. Turns and fires. Inside, hits him. Hey, that's one way to get on base. Let's go. Ronald Acuna Jr. gets hit in one of the many armbands that he wears, and he'll head to first in your Atlanta Braves. Normally I'd be worried about him getting injured, but I mean he loads himself up like Iron Man. That's where they hit him, right there on the almost right on the Nike logo. One on, nobody out. So again, if you're just joining us, the 3D is out. I'll tell you what, there's like 20 people in the stands. That's why the 3D's out. They probably have to have a 21 to be able to have someone turn it on. The first pitch on the way. It's ball inside. Are they calling that a ball? No, that's a strike. It's 0-1. It's wrong on the screen if you're following along at home with your TV. They just panned out and saw the entire crowd. I'm telling you, there's no way there's more than about 1,000 or so that are in their seats at this point. Now, maybe more will show up, but chilly night, you never know. The 0-1 down below the knees. Check the swing. Did he go around? He did not. 1-1. They did one of those pan out views from the third base side. It's from the Braves vision. They have yet to do it from the Washington side. They don't want anybody to know that nobody's here. 1-1 count. Outside wide, 2-1. In fact, I ought to not talk so loud because it might start echoing in the stadium. 2-1 count. Irvin comes set. Flips it. Oh, they got Acuna in a rundown. Acuna's going to have egg on his face on this one. He's in a pickle, and he got hit with some mustard. One away. Another bad job of base running by Acuna. He's been terrible this year to base running. Really thought he was going to flourish. I mean, they're showing the replay. He was taking like a skipping lead. You can't do that in major leagues. Maybe you can do that in the Venezuelan league, and maybe he was getting away with that with the, I'm trying to think of the name of that team. We actually covered a few of the games. But you can't do that in the major leagues. 2-1 pitch, swing, lifts it into center field, and that's down for a base hit. Acuna would be standing at third base right now. We would have runners on the corners and nobody out, but instead it's 1 on, 1 out, and Matt Olson coming to the plate.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
JC, the only way that he's earning his money, you can argue, is that he's severely underpaid. First pitch on the way is a cutter. Right there for a strike, it's 0-1. When he comes up for his renewal on his contract, he's going to get paid a heck of a lot more. People realize how cheap his deal has been. But yeah, I catch your drift. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. I mean, he won the MVP with what, 40 home runs, 73 stolen bases, and he was getting paid. I'm trying to think of someone with the similar. The 1-1 outside wide, 2-1. Well, I'll tell you what. Marcelo Ozuna's making more money than he is this year. The 2-1 count. AA got his hooks into Acuna early in his career. The 2-1 down away, 3-1. But he's not going to help himself get that big Soto type deal that he's wanting by doing goofy stuff like that. I mean, teams are going to look at it as, do I want to pay that much for one player? And the talent is there, obviously. But he does make a lot of it's just mental errors. It's not like the game's too fast for him. Pitch on the way is, they're going to flip it over to first real quick. Three-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep. Get up, get up, get up. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lamma ding-dong, a 2-run shot in the ice house. Dead center. Playing whack-a-mole with the...
From Plank Road Field, smooth as it gets.
With the Jake Irvin fastball.
Always smooth, never watered down.
We must win today. Losing is not an option.
Good old-fashioned whack-a-mole. Smacked it over the track. Dead red. He has had some big games here in the past. Right past the 402 mark to the left where it corners out. The deepest part of the ballpark. Just barely got it over. But it went out on a shutter. 2-2. Austin Riley. First pitch is off the plate wide. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. How far did that baby fly? 419 feet. His 6th home run of the year. The 1-1 to Riley. Swing and a miss. 1-2. We were talking about it earlier that just felt like the Braves would get some good at bats on Irvin second and third time through. If we see him a third time through, they probably won't. The 1-2. High and out of the zone, 2-2. 2-2 count. Still checking on that 3D. It's still not. It's filibustering. The 2-2. Misses high, full count. So full count to Riley. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase the slider down and away, and there's 2 down. Two up, 2 down. Ozzie Albies the batter. First pitch on the way. Swing, rocks it over towards first. Diving stop over there at first. It's going to be a 3-1 putout, and that'll end the inning. So Braves tie it up 2-2. We go to the bottom of inning number 4, all tied up with the Nationals.
Shout out to all those who can remember their childhood or teenage phone numbers and cannot even remember the passwords they made yesterday. You're my kind of people.
To stay a Brave, did you take a deal that, hey, I want to bring back Smoltz and Maddox and Glavine. I'm willing to take less in order to help the team do that?
Well, I was lucky that I never got to a spring training of a free agent year that I wasn't extended. I'm a firm believer that the grass is not always greener on the other side. I feel like whoever leaves the Braves clubhouse for free agency is not coming back. Once you're courted by big market teams and guys realize how much more money they can make, the Braves cannot compete with the big market club. I did not want to even have that temptation. I had Bobby Cox, I had John Sherholtz, I had a great roster throughout my whole career. I knew we were going to be competitive. I would have done anything, especially take a little less money to assure my future and that we were going to be competitive here in Atlanta. So I don't know that for a fact, but I probably took less than I would have made on the free agent market.
Program, Philly yearbook, scorecard lineup, scorecard.
75 after a great 1974 season was unusual. I did get off to a slow start.
Mike Schmidt's struggles in 1975 would persist for most of the first half of the season, and for the first time in his career, he became a target for the fans.
The fans at the vet, they don't want to hear about slumps. I remember the times where he got booed. I remember you stink. That negative stuff stays with you.
He's very sensitive. Everyone wants to be loved, and they were harsh. And I'm a Philadelphian, so I know what harsh is.
You don't like it. It hurts. It hurts a lot. It feels like you've lost fan support.
First pitch swinging coming out of the break, and that ball's gone. Elder just choked off the lead, the tie that we had, and it's 3-2. Lyle slammed it over the right field wall, and Elder, he's not getting any respect tonight. 3-2. How far did that baby fly? 376 feet over the right field wall. First pitch, they were going dead. Well, tell you what that was. That was a cement mixer. He dropped a slider in there, and that slider didn't slide. Slid over the right field wall. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch upstairs for should have been a strike. Another blown call by the home plate umpire, Eric Backus. We saw him the other day in another series, the 1-0. Swing, chops it over to short. Mateo's got it, fires it to first. Pretty good throw over there to Olsen. 6-3, one down. They're all pointing out. It's kind of funny if y'all are familiar with the New York City mayor. So Mr. and Mrs. Met hugged the New York City mayor Mamdani, and he's gotten a lot of heat for being a socialist communist. And anyways, they hugged Mamdani, and they've been 0-11 since. That dude can't win, man. He's getting just dragged by the Mets fan. The 0-1 pitch. Swing. Chops it foul. It's 0-2. It's pretty funny. I'm sure when he did that, he wasn't even thinking that could even possibly be that wouldn't have any effect. It's like the reverse curse is the 0-2 pitch swing. Slices it towards left field, making the catch as the Yaz one away. Was that last year or the year before that the Mets had Grimace of the McDonald's come out of the dugout or something? I can't remember what he did, but after that, the Mets played really well, and they made it all to NLCS. I guess that was 2 years ago. So it's the reverse of that, where they were looking for good luck or whatever, and man, they got... You would think that the curse is going to be broken this week. They're at home against the Twins and the Rockies. It's the first pitch upstairs, misses for a ball. It's 1-0. I don't believe they play today. I think they got the day off, but you would think Twins and Rockies, it's going to end pretty early this week. All of them are in New York. 1-0 count. Kicks and fires, swing, chopper. Over the head of Elder. Mateo's got it, flips it first, and that'll end the inning. So other than the booyah going over the right field wall, pretty good inning by Elder. We'll go to the fifth, trailing 3-2.
War's over, man. Drop the big one.
Well, since when are you the pudding kind?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. And it ain't over now. Who's with me? Let's go!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. It's depression. Everybody's scared. Punks are running wild in the street. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I want you to get mad.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live!
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. You're gonna let it be the worst.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
You gotta say, damn it, my life has value. And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
Intruder.
Yes, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life.
Hey! Just lying around.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Right. Psychotic, but absolutely right. We gotta take these bastards.
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
I'm as mad as hell!
They're yelling in Atlanta?
Son of a We struck the mother load!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm not gonna take it anymore!
And this crowd's back into it now.
I didn't think you had it in you.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. Play for blood, remember?
Fuck, I missed something.
Yeah, we're all officially kicked out of school.
That makes sense.
So yeah, I was right. It was 2024 with the grimace thing in the Mets. First pitch on the way to Harris, swung on, chops it down the line, foul. It's 0-1. Looked it up at the break. I thought it had to be because I was pretty sure that they rode that all the way to the NLCS, and the Mets did not make it that far last year. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Inside, 1-1. So 1-1 count. When was it? June. It was June 12th in 2024. So pretty deep into the season. 1-1 count, swing, bangs it down the line. We'll do it again. They had a 7-game winning streak and then really turned the team around, and then they all started wearing purple. I think he was out there because they already had the purple in the uniform. Remember I don't know. I don't think they wear it much anymore, but they had that City Connect uniform that had just a little bit of purple in it. I think that's how that all played out. The 1-2, swing, slices it foul. That's another team that needs a new City Connect. Theirs are terrible. Drab and just gray. They look like prison jumpsuits. Not the good ones. The 1-2. Swing, slices it over towards the third base side. That'll be a 5-3 and one down. Every time he has a few hits, they put him up higher in the order, and then he has a big old loafer, and then they have to learn, all right, he hasn't become more. It's not that he's all of a sudden clicking, it's he's getting better pitches because Acuna's on deck. And I don't know why they've never figured that out. I mean, if you're so obsessed with having him hit high in the order, then have him hit leadoff in Acuna too. First pitch on the way, swinging by Smith. Ball's hit hard into right field, and there you go. There's the Dominator, putting another one up on there. And it's a one-out single for your Atlanta Braves, trailing by 1. Good piece of hitting there by Dominic Smith.
This is a time for leaders to step up. Make us believe again.
Welcome to the United States of you just got nominated.
Righty-righty matchup. Mateo, the batter, number 8 hitter, takes the pitch. Down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Or 0-1, excuse me. The 0-1. He struck out in the third. Pitch on the way. Swing. Chops it to short. And that's going to be a 6-4-3 inning-ending, rally-killing double play. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th, trailing by 1 in a fast-moving game here in your nation's capital.
Hey, I know y'all heard of fear of missing out, but I think I have the exact opposite. I call it fear of being included.
Oh, I could never take that long to do my makeup. I just do my makeup in 10 minutes and I go. I know, Karen. I know. I can tell.
So, Dad, you've been married for a while. What are the secrets?
You need to learn to read the signs.
The signs?
Yeah. Women have 5 deadly terms they use.
Deadly terms.
Number 1, fine. It's not fine. She's basically just ending the argument. She thinks she's won, and you might as well move on from that.
Okay.
Number 2, nothing. That definitely means something. No one knows what it is, but just be afraid.
All right.
Number 3, go ahead. Yeah, don't do that. She's not giving you permission. She's basically daring you to do it. Don't do it. Number 4, whatever. That's basically a woman's way of saying screw you. Number 5, that's okay. Yeah, it's not okay, and if you do it, you're going to pay later. So,
okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll keep those in mind then. So.
Hey, wait a minute. A bonus word. Wow. That's not a compliment like I first thought. That's actually her way of saying she didn't realize that someone could be so stupid.
Just outside the old Huntington Avenue ballpark, home of the Boston Pilgrims of the New American League, stood the Third Base Saloon, so called because it was the fans' last stop on the way home. Its owner was the bartender, Mike McGreevy, known as Nuff Said, because he was the final arbiter of all barroom disputes. His customers, Irish immigrants mostly, called themselves the Royal Rooters and considered themselves the most loyal of all Boston fans, though their loyalty was actually comparatively new. They had been National League fans until the National Leaguers raised ticket prices 2 years earlier.
Welcome back. Bryce Elder goes back to work. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning here in Washington, D.C., and the Braves trail 3-2. The first pitch to Nunez misses for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 up top. Misses high. 2-0. Elder at 66 pitches. The 2-0. High again. 3-0. It's definitely 420. Elder's been high all day. The 3-0 pitch. Right there on the outer edge. 3-1. The 3-1. Swing. Lifts it. High into center field, but not very deep. Harris is underneath it. He'll make the catch. 1 away. And once again, you would think we're in a blizzard the way Harris has got the shiesty wrapped around his head. I don't think he's wearing that at the plate, so I don't think it's messing with his vision there. He's just wearing it out there. Acuna has it on too. Last night, Dubon had it on, but he didn't have it over his face. First pitch is inside to Wood as the lineup flips over for the 3rd time. It's 1-0. 1-0. Brings it. Swing. Lifts it. High and deep into left center, right center field. Ball back on the track. Making the catch at the wall. Leaping catch by Michael Harris II. 75% of this world is covered by water. The rest by Michael, the Hawk Harris. Good play out there by Michael.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
little Spider-Man action. Righty lefty to Garcia, first pitch. Fouled straight back, it's 0-1. Our tree nug is in here. I thought he'd be under a table somewhere at the 0-1. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. 0-2 count, Braves trail by 1. Elder, his 74th pitch of the night, in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the bender, down and in, and that'll end the inning. Bryce Elder, he's coughed up 3 runs, but he does have 5 strikeouts. We'll be back in a flash, trailing by 1 here in D.C.
Y'all be flirting with me on every app, except for Cash App.
So it says here you're fast with math? Extremely. That's impressive. What's 31 times 17? 47. It's not even close, but it was fast.
My trolls out there wondering if I am a man dressed as a woman. If you gotta question it, I'm gonna say it's a natural woman. Because have you seen the surgeries nowadays? Oh my God,
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Going out drinking is not the same fun activity that it used to be. I'll be waking up in critical condition.
Say the weird thing. People are desperately seeking realness.
You have never once heard the Monster Mash. You've heard a song that they call the Monster Mash, but you've never once heard the real song, the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash that we know is describing a party, but you never actually hear the Monster Mash they're describing itself.
Before I work on myself, does anyone like me insane?
But now the pressure on Maris intensified. Would he break Ruth's record? Reporters asked again and again. How the hell do I know? He answered. I don't want to be Babe Ruth. He wasn't Babe Ruth. And Yankee fans never let him forget it. Even the front office tried to change the lineup to favor the more popular Mantle. Under the relentless strain, Maris's hair began to fall out in clumps. Always taciturn, he now kept silent, refusing most interviews, keeping to himself. Through it all, Maris kept hitting, and in mid-September, Mantle's injuries finally forced him out of the race with 54 home runs.
Welcome back. Braves trail 3-2. The first pitch to the Yaz misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. The 1-0. Swing. Chases a curveball down and in. It's 1-1. The good news is when you get Kim back off the IL is the 1-1 pitch down and in. 2-1. It's still a little while away, but when you do get him back, when you have things happen like this to Yaz or whoever, you have a lot more leeway of being able to bench somebody, because you could put Dubon in the outfield and give Yaz some rest, et cetera, et cetera. The 2-1. Outside wide 3-1. Now let's hope he's not still struggling by the time Kim comes back. If he does, it's a bad signing. That's all there is to it. Kim's not expected back till sometime in May. If he's still hitting 215 at that point, or worse, the 3-1 swing and a miss cutter, full count. Full count. Kicks and fires, swing, chops it. Over to second. It's off the glove of the second baseman, Nunez. He'll fire it into the dugout, I believe. And the Yaz will go to second base. Hey, we'll take it. The The way he's struggling, we'll take that all day long. It's going to be an E4. And he'll stand at second base. Nobody out. Ronald Acuna Jr. coming to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way to Ronald is smacked down the left field line. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Check swing. Oh, did that hit him in the hand? I think it did. He's acting like it hit him. If not, he's heading to first. He's acting like it hit him in the hand. It shot away so quickly, I thought maybe it hit the bat, but it must have hit him right like in the knuckles. And they got the trainer looking at it. It's his left hand they're looking at. Not that one's better than the other when you're talking about batting, but it is his left. If it starts to swell up, they may have to pull him from right field because that is his catching hand. He's going to head to first, it looks like. Let's see if he's able to, still shaking his hand. See where that ball got him at. Yeah, got him right in on the wrist. It really wasn't that far in off the plate. It was a ball, but it wasn't that far in off the plate. He hangs his hands inside the box. He was mad when he got hit, but that's just human nature. You're going to get mad when you get mad when you stub your toe and you know you're the one that did it. Stupid couch. So runners at first and second, nobody out. Is that going to be it for Irvin? It looks like it is. So they're going to chase him from the game. And Yaz is over there talking to Acuna. He said, see, man, there's more than one way to get on. Acuna said, shut up, dude. I'm not hitting 215. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR. Braves first and second, nobody out, and the Drake coming to the plate. Bullpen time. P.J. Poland coming on, the left-hander, to face the Drake. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Top of the sixth, Braves trail 3-2. Here's the windup, here's the pitch. The pitch gets away. Wild pitch! And that's going to run both guys up 90 feet. And your Atlanta Braves have the tying run.
I feel the need for speed.
Tying run is now just 90 feet away. The go-ahead run is at second with Acuna. We'll see how they play this. It looks like they're going to play back with nobody out. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swings. Slaps it down the third base line. And that ball's cooking, baby. That's going to get down, rattle around like a pinball. And your Atlanta Braves take the lead. An 2 RBI double by the Drake, baby. The Drake in D.C. making it do what it do.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
2 RBI doubles, slapped it down the left field line. They were playing him on a shift, and they hit him with the fastball on the outside part of the plate, and he just laid into a pretty good attempt out there by House to try to dive and stop it just underneath his glove. And so the runner's at second. There are no outs, and the first pitch on the way to Olsen is a sinker at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Braves lead by 1. Kicks and fires. Swing lifted. High and deep. Get up. Get up. Get up. At the wall. Make the catch. Robbing him of a home run, 1 away. On the play, Drake will make it down to third with 1 away. Unbelievable. Almost a 2 home run night by Olsen. Right fielder Woods took his glove up at the top of the wall. If he's not standing there, it's going over, but he didn't have to jump over the fence. It was right. I mean, he hit it to the very back of the wall. Austin Riley, the batter. Runner at third, first pitch, off the plate wide. It's 1-0. If you're following along at home, they have 5-3 on the scoreboard. That is wrong. It's 4-3, and the runner's not at first, it's at third. 1-0. Swing, chops it foul. 1-1. I still contend, and I don't think there's any way for us to ever check this, but I contend that whoever is in charge of the production of the Braves, especially when they're on the road, in other words, filling out your score bug, that person does not know the game of baseball, whoever it is. Time is called by Riley. There's too many things that happen too many times where you're like, where did they come up with that? And that was a classic example where the runner was at second and a fly ball, and they rang up a run on the board because the runner advanced, not realizing they only went to third. The 1-1 to Riley, swing, chops it foul. We'll do it again. But who knows? It's probably somebody's cousin or... Somebody got the job. 1-2 count. Brings it inside. Four-seam fastball, 2-2. The 2-2. P.J. Poland from the Colorado Rockies, drafted 2018 out of Connecticut. The 2-2, down and in. Full count. Ozzie Albies stands on deck, full count. Runner at third, 1 out. Braves have just taken the 1-run lead. The pitch to Riley. Swing, fouls it away. The Braves don't show the pitch clock, but that had to be really close. Some of the teams do show it on their scorebook. The Braves do not. Probably because they have a hard enough time finding someone who can put the right outs and score on there. The payoff pitch. inside, ball 4. So Riley heads down to first. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Poland, he's getting another, well, that's it. That's it for Poland. So we'll be back in a flash. Braves lead it by 1. Runners on the corners, 1 out, and the bullpen doors open again.
Hello, I'm Charles Daniels. For years, we've been taking you to villages like this and showing you the heartbreak of families whose only mistake was being born poor. They need your help, and for only
$2.99
a month, you can provide
the Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
Ask for more. Sorry? Ask for more money. Why are you starting so low?
Don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
As you can see, these villagers are desperate for your help, so don't hesitate. Dial the number and send over
$2.99
a month. That's all we need. Start higher. I know, right?
$2.99
A month may not sound like a lot, but it can mean so much to
Braves Country Radio.
It's not even a round number. I'm just saying, why not start at
$2.99
a month? That's all these people need to survive. And they'd be so lucky and appreciative to get it. So for the price of a cup of coffee.
What you talking about? All they need to send is the bare minimum to keep us alive.
How you gonna save our lives with only 39 cents? Because I'm trying to do the math in my head, but I just can't see it.
$2.99
This is plenty.
He keeps saying
$2.99
Why you keep saying
For the price of a cup of coffee.
why it can't be the price of an Arizona iced tea?
Because it's not the price of an Arizona, it's got to be coffee.
It don't though.
Plus, coffee is way more expensive than
$2.99
You know, for a starving village, you people have a lot of energy.
Hey, how much was that coffee?
It doesn't matter.
I bet you don't even know what country you in.
I do know what country I'm in.
What country you at? What country you at?
Braves Country Radio.
All right, look.
Hey, if you want to see this cheap ass white man again, you better send us
$2.99
cash right now. Don't hesitate.
Welcome back. Brad Lord will come to the bump, the big right-hander. Kicks and fires. He's going to turn around to first instead and flip it to keep Austin Riley close by. Ozzie Albies at the plate. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, four-seam fastball upstairs. It's 0-1. Brad Lord, 6'3", 210-pounder. Might want him on your side in that rumble later, Iron Lung. He's born out of Tallahassee, Florida, God's country. Went to college at South Florida. The 0-1 pitch, swing, lifts it into left field. And that ball's going to drop for a base hit. So a run will score. Drake had to wait, but he'll come darting to the plate. And Ozzie Albies has an RBI single. Not a hard hit ball, but hit them where they ain't, baby, and we'll play them across.
I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz. I'm the whiz and nobody beats me.
Righty-lefty now is Michael Harris II takes the slider down below the knees for a ball. It's 1-0. Braves first and second, 1 out. This really seems like an inning where you could put a huge crooked number up and break this game open. 1-0. Michael swing, rips it up the middle, and that ball's got eyes. It's going to make it into center field. Here comes the throw into the infield, and the Braves have taken a 6-3 lead. Michael Harris II with the RBI single. Riley comes home to score.
You know about that.
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
That was a hanging slider. He timed it up perfectly, slapped it past the diving glove of C.J. Abrams. Runners on the corner, 6-3 your score. Dominic Smith stepping in. First pitch on the way, swing, chopper, over the head towards Lord, and that's going to be thrown down to first base. It's going to be an attempt at a double play, but Smith beats it out, and it's an RBI, and the Braves lead it 7-3. So they do get the one out. We'll see if they want to challenge this. It was a very close play, but the Dominator hustling down the line.
This is a time for leaders to step up. Make us believe again.
Bit of a wide throw by Abrams. Wide throw to Abrams. Pulled him off the bag.
The United States of you just got nominated.
First pitch on the way to Mateo, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 5 runs on the board for the Braves here. 7-3 your score. The 0-1. Kicks and fires, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. They're focusing on Abrams on the Braves vision. I don't know why, because, of course, I can't hear what they're saying, but that was just a bad throw by Lord. It pulled him off the bag, and the fact that he even made that close was actually pretty impressive. The 0-2. Swing, rolls it. Over towards short. That ball's going to go off of Abrams. Now you can focus in on him. E6 in your scorecard, and everybody's safe. Mateo will reach on an error, and the inning keeps going. And if nothing else, that's going to clear the number 9 hitter, the Yaz. And remember, the Yaz reached beginning of this inning on an error. First pitch on the way is a sinker. Down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. He has got the whole thing going in this inning. We reached it first on a fielding error by Nunez. And the ball went in to the dugout, so he went to second base with nobody out. Acuna got hit by a pitch, and the rest is history. The 1-0. Turns and fires, down and away, 2, and a good take by the Yaz. Nothing else, but you want to see out of the Yaz more than anything else. It's great for him to get good contact, base hits, etc., etc. But what you really want from him is good at bats and to stay patient, because the hits are eventually going to come. He's been a good hitter his whole career. He didn't all of a sudden forget how to hit. The 2-0. Swing. Pops it up. Down the third base line. Bending, foul, bending, and running out of room as the smacks up against the screen. 2-1. House on the chase. Like that pitch there that he just swung at, that was a bad swing. I mean, the pitch was out of the zone and he chased one. 2-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him. 2-2. So he's gone sinker, four-seamer, sinker, four-seamer. He does have a bender, but those are the two pitches that he leans on the most. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Braves with 5 across lead it 7-3. The 2-2. Down and outside the zone. Ball 3, 3-2. So now everybody's going to be running. Start the merry-go-round up. Full count. Brings it. Swing. Fouls it away. We'll do it one more time. Mateo's at first. Smith is at second. So Smith on anything hit to the outfield down will score with ease. And Mateo with his speed, he could score as well. Yaz digging back in. On deck would be Acuna, assuming he hasn't had any ill effects from that hit by pitch. The payoff, Lord, 15th of the night. Swing! Fouls it away. And we'll do it again. Full count. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. 7-3 your score. The payoff pitch. Swing, lifts it into right field. High, hard hit ball, but it will be caught by Wood at the warning track, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put 5 on the board. Handling their business in D.C.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm really down.
Why is that? About the doctor's diagnosis?
Yeah, 6 months left. I mean, it's not much.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I know. Get married.
Why? I mean, does that make me live longer?
No, but it'll make it seem like forever.
I think we really need to be in front of a television set. You take TV out of this relationship, it is just torture.
Man, the way that so many of y'all get on this app every single day and clock in, punching your time card like it is your duty to comment on every single video that you come across, just looking for an argument, just begging everybody, please argue with me. You just need somebody to talk to, huh? I mean, is that it? What's going on at home, babe? I'm not offering. Don't call me. Circling back to the therapy option, let's start there. You need help. This behavior isn't normal. Let's take a break from the tic-tac videos and unpack those mommy issues.
They're talking good about you. You want to read that Twitter machine, man. Everybody's getting on that Twitter machine. You want to read it. My Twitter machine is turned off.
On October 1st, 1903, Nuff Said and his Royal Rooters were among the first to pass through the turnstiles to see the Boston Pilgrims take on the Pittsburgh Pirates in the very first championship series between the two leagues. It would be a best-of-9 game contest. Realizing that this was a golden opportunity to prove the superiority of his new league, Van Johnson ordered the Boston owner to beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh had been favored to win, but Boston was aided by a series of disasters that undercut the Pirates. One pitcher had been injured. Their star shortstop, Honus Wagner, was playing hurt. And just as the series got underway, Ed Doheny, another pitcher, suffered a mental breakdown and was sent to an asylum.
Welcome back, y'all. Atlanta Braves lead this one now 7-3 if you're just joining us. 5 runs in the top of the 6th inning. They've given the Braves the lead, and Eli White is out in the outfield, so that tells you something about that Acuna hit by pitch. That's not a great sign. Let's see if we can dig up anything. On the road, the Braves riders don't travel like they used to. That all kind of went away. Shortly past the pandemic, his first pitch on the way is inside, drifts changeup. It's 1-0. When the AJC got gobbled up by the Athletic, and then the Athletic went under as the 1-0. Swing, line drive over there to second base. L4 on your scorecards, went away. Athletics still exists, but it's really taken a hit. There just aren't that many writers actually covering the Atlanta Braves on a day-in, day-out basis. Pitch inside to Abrams, and he'll hit him. And Abrams will head on down to first. And the National fans don't like that. Elder, I can't imagine that would be intentional. But you know what Abrams is thinking? He's thinking, well, Acuna got hit. He's out of the game. The umpires are talking right now. Acuna got hit. He's out of the game. The Braves hit who is essentially their star player, and that's what they're thinking. Abrams seems pretty under control, probably because Bryce Elder outweighs him by about 50 pounds, and they are going to warm both dugouts. I don't think there was anything intentional on that. looking at the replay again. I mean, hit him in the wallet. They were set up inside. It hit him in the wallet. If it was intentional, that's the classy way you do it. That's the way you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to hit one of theirs because you're tired of them hitting one of yours, but you're not supposed to go up around the head or anything. You're supposed to go below the belt. The rookie manager for the Nationals, Blake Butera, is complaining to the umpires. I mean, I don't know what he's complaining about. They wouldn't throw him out. There was no warning issued prior to, and it wasn't like he went for his head or anything like that. So this could be some just good old-fashioned country hardball. And like I said, C.J. Abrams is taking it like a pro. But I don't believe it was. If it was intentional, it's about the nicest way you can do it because he hit him on the wallet. Lyle, the batter, first pitch. Runner goes. Throw goes down to second base, and he'll steal second. He gets into scoring position. I mean, if you're going to hit somebody, hit Lyle. He hit a home run on you. C.J. Abrams was over with the walk. Righty-lefty matchup. The 1-0. High and out of the zone 2-0. One thing I will say about it, though, if it is intentional, I don't hate it. Because Honest Engine, the teams that were led by Snicker did not have this kind of fight in them. The 2-0 pitch, swing, fouls it away, 2-1. Now, you don't want to be stupid about it and get a bunch of guys suspended and you go on a losing streak because of it. But there's something to be said for them to not put up with anything. But once again, I don't think the Acuna hit by pitch was a bad one. The 2-1. Swing, pops it up. Shallow center field. Who wants it? Mateo catches it. F6 in your scorecard, 2 down. If you go back and you look at the Acuna hitting, if these were the Marlins, I'm okay with it because the Marlins hit Acuna all the time. But the Acuna hit by pitch, he hangs out over the plate. And his hands, they were just off home plate when he was hit by the pitch. That's really not something that you can get mad at the pitcher for because you're crowding the plate. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing. Chops it over to third. Riley's got it. Fires it. Whoa! Wow! Bad throw by Riley. E5 in your scorecard. That's going to be a run, and the runner at second, at first heads down to second. Terrible throw by Riley. What in the world? I don't know if he got some yips there because C.J. Abrams was crossing over him. That was just... That's all in between the ears there. That he should have had him with ease. And looking back on it, Abrams was coming towards him. He could have just tagged him on the chest. But that had to be him seeing Abrams out of the corner of his eye. And for whatever reason, it threw him off. Young, the batter, or it's not Young, that's Tena. Young is at second. First pitch is upstairs to Jose Tena. It's 0-1. Braves still lead at 7-4. The 0-1, outside wide, 1-1. Bottom of the 6th, Braves 7, Washington 4. The 1-1 pitch. Turns and fires. Down and away. 2-1. The 2-1 count. 3-1. Standing on deck is Millis, the number 8 hitter, the 3-1 pitch. Swing, pops it up. Let's stay in play. Riley has a chance to make up for the error. He'll make the catch and step into the dugout. That'll end the inning. We go to the 7th inning, leading by 3 here in D.C.
I'm pouring.
Yeah, you are.
Armchair.
Presents the world's first star in your own radio commercial. Okay, guys, whenever you hear this sound, insert your name.
Hi there.
Braves country.
Sorry I'm late. Sometimes there just aren't enough hours in the day to be a neurosurgeon and a swimwear model. Oh, am I thirsty? How about it?
Braves country.
Got anything tall and cool? Oh, those.
Braves country.
You are so thoughtful. But of course,
Braves country.
The first choice for every occasion. You know, I have a confession to make. If I ever had a son, I'd want to name him
Braves country.
Oh.
Braves country.
Come here. Now.
Braves country. Braves country. Braves country.
Well, you did very well in your first commercial.
Braves country.
Have a
Braves country.
You've earned it.
Armchair.
Do you ever miss the six-pack when you blow up between fights?
I'd rather be fat and happy than ripped. And like these people who are ripped all year round aren't happy. I'm not arsed. I don't care what they say. This six-pack's sound. I look great, but I'd rather be fat and happy, lad.
I think those Boston fans actually won that series for the Pilgrims. We beat them 3 out of the first 4 games, and then they'd start singing that damn Tessie song. You could hardly play ball. They were singing Tessie so damn loud. Like when Honus Wagner came to bat, they'd sing, Honus, why do you hit so badly?
The Boston Americans made it 5 victories out of 8 games played, which gives them a clear title to the highest honor ever achieved in baseball, Boston Globe.
The games proved so popular that the 2 leagues decided to hold a championship series every year. A team from Boston had beaten a team from Pittsburgh just 650 miles away, but the owners insisted on calling it the World Series.
Welcome back. Top of the 7th inning, and the Atlanta Braves lead it 7-4. Eli White takes the first pitch upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup, the 0-1. Brad Lord kicks one, fires it away, down and away. 1-1. The 1-1. Swing, fouls it down the line, 1-2. It'll be Eli White, then Drake Baldwin and Olsen. Seven to 4 your score, top of the 7th, the 1-2. Swing, punches it down the line. We'll do it one more time. Eli White batting 150 on the year. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and one away. One up, one down. First pitch to Baldwin, swinging, pops it up. That'll be an F8 in your scorecard and 2 quick outs to start the 7th. Braves lead by 3. Pitch on the way to Matt Olson to start the at-bat is down and in for a ball. Slider misses inside. It's 1-0. The 1-0 swing, pops it up deep into left field. He's giving this ball a ride too, but it'll die at the warning track. F7 in your scorecard. We'll head to the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch, Bottom of the 7th we go. Braves lead 7-4. Sevens are wild here in D.C.
All right. I can't see you. Let me hear you. All right. 1, 2.
Welcome back. 7-4 your score, bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch on the way is upstairs. For a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1, right down the track, misses. Just above the zone. Ball 2-1. The 2-1 count, swing. Millis fouls it straight back. 1-2. Millis the backstop, batting 171 on the year. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That is strikeout number 6 for Bryce Elder. Not one of his better outings. I still think he's having a hard time gripping that ball. He keeps blowing into his hand. Remember, he spent his entire career in Atlanta. He's from Texas. He's not used to this cold weather, especially in April. As the four-seam fastballs fouled straight back, it's 0-1. Haven't looked at the weather to see what it's like the rest of the week. Is the 0-1 down and in 1-1. Oh, blessed's heart. They think that we actually control that scoreboard. The 1-1 outside wide, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Kicks and fires. Inside. 3-1. They still don't have the 3D going. It really is insane. 3-1 pitch. Swing, chops it foul. Full count. Braves 7. Washington 4. The payoff pitch. Swing lifted into left field, and F7 in your scorecard, 2 down. We'll try it at the break. I'll see if I can get it to I'll just refire it somewhere. So it looks like it might have just jammed. And, well, we're not going to get a break here in a second. Instead, Bummer's going to come in now. So we'll try it then. We'll be back in a flash. Aaron Bummer coming in, 98 pitches for Elder. That's it, and this is going to be the 4th time through the order. They don't want to put Elder through that. We'll be back in a flash. Braves lead it 7-4.
Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
There you go, 7-4. Still not getting anything from the other one. The other one is just good night, Irene. We keep trying to restart it up. We've been doing it every single half inning, but nothing. Closing it up, turning it back on, 3 different devices. Whoever's in charge of running it in D.C., in the D.C. stadium, they're on vacation, I guess. Seven to 4 your score, 7 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Atlanta, 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Washington Nationals. If you're just joining us, Young singled home Abrams and House to make it 2-0 Washington in the bottom of the 1st. Top of the 4th, Matt Olson hit his 6th home run with a Baldwin aboard, and it tied it up 3-2. Or 2-2, excuse me. 3-2 after Lyle hit his home run into right field, 376-foot shot. And then the Atlanta Braves put 5 on the board in the 6th to make it 7-3. Washington answered with an unearned run error by Riley in the bottom of the 6th at 7-4. Aaron Bummer fires the first pitch, bangs it foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 kicks and fires. One and one. So 1-1 count. Swing, chopper back to the mound. Bummer's got it. He'll flip it underhanded to Matt Olson, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the 8th inning here in Braves country. Atlanta leads it by 3. 6 more defensive outs to go.
106 miles to Chicago. Got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. 106 miles to Chicago. Got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
and losses become wins. You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody. Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer.
Salad. They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you've probably seen a couple.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. First pitch missed inside for a ball to Austin Riley. It's 1-0. The 1-0 swung on and swatted back foul. 1-1. Braves lead at 7-4. Top of the 8th inning. The 1-1 inside. Did he go around? They checked down the line. He did not. 2-1. Two 2-1 count. Swing. Rolls it over to third. Foul. Watkins, the third base coach, will toss it into the dugout. I think normally you would toss it towards the fans, but there's like 4 in the stadium. The 2-2 to Riley. Swing, hammer down towards third. Deep into the hole. House has it, fires it to first. 5-3, 1 down. One up, 1 down. Ozzie Albies the batter. First pitch on the way. Outside wide, sinker misses. 1-0. 1-0. Brings it, swing and a miss. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. 7-4 your score, top of the 8th. Pitch on the way, swing. Hit pretty hard, but right at the right fielder. Catching it at his shoelaces is Wood, and 2 down. 2 up, 2 down, and Michael Harris II will come to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Baldwin has a double tonight. Olsen, a home run. First pitch on the way is down and in for a ball. 1-0. RBIs tonight by Ozzie, Baldwin, Harris, Olsen, and Dominic Smith is the 1-0. Change up in the dirt ball 2-2-0. The 2-0 count. Lord is going to be about to throw his 35th pitch of the night. Brings it. Swing, slices it foul. 2-1. Warming up in the bullpen is Tyler Kinley. Buckle up. The 2-1. Slaps it back foul, 2-2. This game started exactly 2 hours ago, and we're already in the top of the 8th, the 2-2. Chops it to first. It's going to be a 3-1. Lord touches the pillow, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Looks like it's Tyler Kinley time. Braves lead by 3. Welcome back. Tyler Kinley come on to face Garcia, the 2-3-4 hitters to the heart of the order. First pitch on the way is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss slider. 1-1. Kinley has a 1.00 ERA in 9 innings this year. The 1-1 pitch, swing, fouls it away. 1-2. 1-2 count. Swing chopper towards Mateo. He's got to hurry. Fires it to first, and it's a 6-3 put out. One away.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us. Super gobble, super gobble, super gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Super gobble, one of us. Super gobble, one of us. Super gobble. Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care.
Thank you, Iron Lung. But somehow that's sneaked past the goalie today. I didn't see those when we were getting ready. As the first pitch on the way. Slider. Swing and a miss. It's on 1. Righty-righty matchup. House, the batter. The number 3 hitter. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. 0-2. (0-2) count. House singled in the first, came around to score. The pitch on the way. Slider in the dirt. Check swing. Did he go around? Check down the first base side. They did not. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Down and away. 2-2. Abrams stands on deck. Remember, he was the one that got hit. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. And we owe you another.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us. Super gobble, super gobble, super gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Super gobble, one of us. Super gobble, one of us. Super gobble. Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care.
First pitch on the way to C.J. Abrams. Check swing, curveball. It's 0-1. Braves 7. Nationals 4. The 0-1. Turns and fires. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Might help a little bit, but then you're going to lose the strike zone. That's all I can tell you is the 0-2 pitch, swing, fouls it back. We'll do it one more time. Braves lead it 7-4. The 0-2. Fouls it back. We'll do it one more time. The 0-2 count to C.J. Abrams. Misses. And it's 1-2. So 1-2 to Abram. Dominic Smith, the bottom of the order, due up for the Braves in the top of the 9th, leading by 3. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Curveball off the edge, and good job by Tyler Kinley to come in and eat 3 innings in a critical part of the game. We'll head to the 9th inning, leading by 3 here in D.C.
Mom.
What?
What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone?
An enzyme? I don't know.
You can't hear an enzyme.
What do you mean you can't hear an enzyme? So you can't hear an enzyme, but you can hear a hormone? Oh my God, you're such an idiot.
Hey,
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
This one time, a boyfriend cheated on me, and I broke up with him on our way home. And while we were driving, he got so mad at me that he took my glasses off my face and threw them out the window. Was just like, all right, if you don't want to see me, then you don't need to see anyone. Good luck finding someone better, and also your way home. You, John.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by The Best Things in Life, which are still free with minimum purchase at participating dealers.
The Cubs' pitching mainstay was an Indiana farm boy, Mordecai Peter Centennial Brown, better known as Three Finger Brown, because of a boyhood accident with a feed cutter that destroyed most of his right index finger, paralyzed his little finger, and gave him a devastating curveball. Brown won 20 or more games, 6 years in a row.
Took me a second to look back and find out what y'all were laughing about. JG in here. Welcome to Braves Country, JG. Now all you got to do is become a country club member, and we'll get you set up with some Braves gear. The first pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball. High and off the plate, it's 1-0. Dominic Smith, the batter. Dominic, 1 for 3 on the day. Swing! That ball's lifted high into right field, drifting back at the warning track, making the catch for a loud out number 1 is Wood, James Wood. Not that James Wood. 1 away. Jorge Mateo, the batter. Batting .318 on the year. First pitch is inside. Four-seam fastball. Brushes him back. Fernandez. 98 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Remember, there are warnings to both dugouts. The 1-0. High and inside changeup. 2-0. So if anybody gets hit, it's going to be an automatic ejection. The 2-0. Misses. Ball 3-0. I don't think he's aiming for Mateo. I think he's just can't find the plate. 3-0 count. The Yaz is on deck. Braves lead it by 3. In the hole is Eli White as the 3-0 right there for a strike, 3-1. Eli White in for the injured Ronald Acuna Jr. Checking on that earlier. The only thing that was shared was what we already knew. Is it 3-1? Misses inside, ball 4, so he'll head on down to first. They have come out with some x-rays on Ronald Acuna Jr.'s hand. This is straight from the clubhouse. This isn't guessing. Some Twitter fan. Raziel Iglesias is warming up in the pen. The X-rays on Ronald Acuna Jr.'s hands have come back negative. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to play tomorrow, but it is a good sign. Righty-lefty matchup. The Yaz, 0 for 1 on the day. 0 for 3 on the day, excuse me, takes the 0-1. High and outside, 1-1. 1-1 count. He reached on an error and came around to score, and that was really the lightning rod that launched inning number 6, excuse me. They scored 5 runs in the 6th. And it all started with Yaz getting on base and Acuna getting hit. Is the 1-1 down and in 2-1. So Eyeglasses is warming up in the pen. You love having that flexibility that you can give your setup man Suarez and Lee, for that matter, are the night off, and Iglesias going to pitch 2 nights in a row as they flip a pitch over to first. And then if need be, you can give Iglesias the night off and Suarez can close, and you got your setup man with Lee. If the Braves break this one open here in the 9th, you might see them sit Iglesias down. But right now, it's a 3-run game. The 2-1. Did he go around? He did. It's 2-2. The 2-2 count. I would assume the 3D will be fixed by tomorrow's game because, like I said, it's working everywhere else. Somebody did something stupid. You know somebody's getting yelled at for it, too. By tomorrow morning, there's going to be a report on somebody's desk. I've been trying to see where it is here in the stadium. I think it's just off to the side. I don't see it. Is the 2-2 inside? 3-2. Good take by the Yaz. That pitch just misses the plate. Full count. Both teams, by the way, still have both of their ABS challenges left. We haven't even had a challenge tonight. The payoff pitch, swing, hits it up the middle, and that ball's going to go off the leg of, or glove of C.J. Abrams. Another error by C.J. Abrams, and your Atlanta Braves have runners on the corners, 1 out. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. C.J. Abrams cannot find the handle on the ball tonight.
Yes, put everything on it. Don't hold back anything.
Yabba, dabba, go. Yahoo!
Second time on tonight. He hasn't gotten a base hit, but what the heck, we'll play his soundbite. So runners at the corners and 1 out. You wonder if the Braves were to break this open, if they just send Kenley back out there for another inning, then you could shut him down for a couple of days. First pitch on the way to Eli White is a squeeze play, baby, and Eli White is safe. Eli White is safe. The Braves have scored. It's 8-4. We've doubled them up, baby. What a great play by the Braves. Great call. Now, there may be a challenge here, but right now, the book of Eli.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us.
I don't know. I don't see him tagging him. I think he just missed him. It was an Olay tag. Now, whether or not they're trying to argue he came out of the sea. Oh, yeah, it did tag him on the wall. If they're going to challenge this and they're going to get this overturned. First base umpire, Laz Diaz. No, they're not going to challenge it? Oh, wow. They should have challenged it. All right, well, come on, throw the ball. Pitch on the way is upstairs, 4-seam fastball. Misses high to Drake Baldwin. It's 1-0. If you're following along at home, you see a 3-2 count. Take that out of your head. It's a 1-0 count. I don't know what's going on with the Braves score bug. It must be the same person in charge of the 3D, the payoff pitch. I knew I was going to do that. The 1-0 pitch is right there for a strike. It's 1-1. I'm looking at the screen. You automatically read what you see. But it's a 1-1 count. Runners at first and second. Yaz at second. The pitch on the way. Outside wide, 2-1. The 2-1. Swing. Fouls it away, 2-2. So Yaz is at second. Eli is at first. The Drake is at the plate to clean this up. It's a 2-2 count. 2 on. Deuce is wild. And we've got a second guy warming up in the pen. Have to figure out who that is, the 2-2. Down and in, ball gets away, and the runners will move up 90 feet. And just like that, we've got runners at second and third. Wild pitch. I think that might be Pyomps warming up for the Braves. That's who it looked like. They didn't put it on the screen. The payoff pitch. Swing! Rattles it foul off his mask. We'll do it again. So the Braves up by 4. You could sit Iglesias now, have Piamps come in. But we saw that in the first game today with the Red Sox and Tigers. They sat their closer down, Chapman, and then everything unraveled, and they had to bring in the closer anyways. So what you'd love to do is get this base hit here, get 2 more runs on the board, really get some breathing room, and then you could just shut down Iglesias altogether for the night. The payoff pitch in the dirt. Full count. Did that ball get him? And he's heading down to first. They had the count wrong. That's what it was. They had the count wrong. So he'll get the walk, and the bases are loaded now. They're coming out there to talk to the pitcher. I don't think they're going to bring him out because I don't see anybody warming up in the Washington pen. So ducks all over the pond. Bases loaded. 1 out. Matt Olson the batter. Matt Olson, who's 1 for 4, but remember, one of his outs got all the way to the right field wall at the very top of it before being caught. So he's actually hit 3 balls really hard tonight. First pitch on the way is a 4-seam fastball underneath the hands. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Braves 8, Washington 4, top of the 9th. The 1-0 pitch. Kicks and fires. Drops it down below the knees, and it is 2-0. 2-0 count. Kicks and brings it. Swing and a miss. Change up. 2-1. What few fans are in the crowd, about half of them are doing the chop. You got to love to see that. The 2-1 pitch. Olson digs in. Swing. That ball's lifted. High into center field. It's going to be a fly ball, F8 in your scorecard, but the run's going to come home and score. Here comes the throw down to third, and Eli White is safe, and the Braves have extended their lead. It is now 9-4. So runners at the corners, and there's 2 outs, and Austin Riley looking to cash in. Righty, first pitch on the way. Upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Outside misses. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Braves 9, Washington 4. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 9 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Atlanta. 4-3-2 for Washington. Been some costly errors on both sides. The Braves are winning that battle right now. The 1-2 pitch. Caught looking, strike 3. Slider top of the zone, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Braves put 2 on the board. It is 9-4. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It looks like it's Piamps coming out of the pen.
How much is the rent for this beautiful apartment?
Ma'am, you're in the liquor store.
Quick story about Marcus Mariota. You know, people ask me about him all the time, and he's such a great player, but his best attribute is how quick-witted he is. People don't know this, but his freshman year, he worked at a grocery store in town to kind of pay the extra bills. And he was at the register one day, and this great big woman comes in, and she said, "I'd like to buy a half a head of lettuce." And he kind of looked at her funny, said, "We don't sell half heads, only whole heads." And she got all mad. So he walked into the back to ask the manager what he should do, and he said, "Hey, I got this great big fat woman out here that wants to buy a half a head of lettuce. What should I do?" And he didn't know it, but the woman had followed him back there. So he looks over his shoulder, and he sees her standing there, and he said, "And this lady wants to buy the other half." So the manager told him afterwards, the manager said, that was impressive. I can't believe you could think that quickly on your feet. And he goes, "That was nothing. I'm used to dealing with stuff like that." He goes, "I'm from Honolulu. There's two things we have in Honolulu. It's great football and fat women." And the manager said, "My wife's from Honolulu." And he said, "Well, what position does she play?"
Armchair.
In the 1906 World Series, the Cubs were heavily favored to beat their crosstown rivals, the Chicago White Sox, called the Hitless Wonders because the team averaged just .230 and hit only 7 home runs all season. But no one had counted on the superb pitching of White Sox ace Ed Walsh, master of the spitball.
Big Ed Walsh? Oh, brother. You talk about spitballs? I think that the ball disintegrated and got back together when the catcher got hold of it. I think when it went past the plate, it was just spit going by.
Ed Walsh totally overpowered the Cubs. He pitched a masterful 2-hit shutout to win the 3rd game and then went on to win the 5th. The Hitless Wonders had won the World Series.
Welcome back. Atlanta Braves. Saturday, April 25th. Iron Lung will like this one. First pitch on the way is swung on and hammered down the right field line. It's 0-1. Braves are inducting Brian Snitker into the Atlanta Braves Hall of Fame. Joel Payamps is the pitcher on the 0-1 pitch. Swing. Chops it down the line. It's 0-2. It'll be Lyle, Young, and Tanya unless there's a pinch hitter. So the 5, 6, 7 batters. The 0-2. High and out of the zone, 1 and 2. Because he chirps that, it's almost like a Pavlovian dog. Anytime he hears anything about football, he chirps out how much he hates it. Is the 1-2 pitch swing, pops it up. Shallow center field, drifting in, making the catch in the pink shoes and the pink armband is Money Mike. 1 down. It's either that or it's like Tourette's or something. You have one clip of football for an entire 3-hour broadcast, and Iron Lung's got his phone. Football socks! Football socks! Righty-righty matchup. First pitch. Bangs it off the mid of Drake Baldwin. Rolls to the backstop. It's 1-0. 1-0. Right there at the knees for a strike. It's 1-1. So the 1-1 count. And then Tim's like, "I love football." The 1-1 pitch, swing, fouls it back. 1-2. It's like borderline y'all having an argument. Remember that movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 4-seam fastball. It's good to see Joel Payamps have some success here. And it's not that his numbers are horrific this year, but he has struggled from time to time in some of his outings. He's got a 4.50 ERA, so it's not terrible for a reliever, especially a front-end reliever. But the guy has just got unbelievable arm strength as the first pitch on the way is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. great movement on his pitches. If they can corral that, they might be able to get something really nice out of him this year, especially as we head towards October, the 0-1. Swing, lifts it into center field. Muddy Mike is there to make the catch, and Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses.
We're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody! Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going. Woo! We're streaking! Woo! We're streaking! We're going up through the quad to the gymnasium.
Streaking. Get in the car.
Everybody's doing it.
Now.
Tony, you think KFC's still open?
9 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for your Atlanta Braves. 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Washington Nationals. A lot of folks had some big nights tonight. Game ball. I think we'll go ahead and I think you got to give it to Matt Olson. He had the big home run. He had a total of 3 RBIs with that fly ball in the 9th inning as well. Led the team in RBIs tonight. Had the big home run. Really got the offense going, got us back into the game. I mean, if we really wanted to give a game ball, I'd probably give it to C.J. Abrams because he kicked 2 balls around the infield, and the Braves won because of it. Atlanta Braves are now 16-7 on the year. We will take a 6-game lead over the Nationals. And we'll see what happens. We were sharing that during the last break to let you know that the Cubs have a 5-1 lead over Philly in the 6th inning. So good times keep rolling there, hopefully. I do think the Mets are going to get some wins this week at home against Minnesota and Colorado, but we've got a pretty good cushion in this division, and let's hope that Acuna is all right and is able to come back to the lineup quickly. Let's hope we get a good outing tomorrow night from Raylo. You got an extra 2 days of rest. Now let's hope that 3D, whoever's in charge of turning on that 3D in Washington, turns that sucker on. It's on in every other ball game around the country, so it's got to be something going on there internally. We'll see you next time. Y'all have a great night. Braves win, handling their business. I love that emoji. We'll see you next time.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.